up, you guys? I am back at it with another video, and today I'm just gonna be doing some question and answers. I can't just yet do sex stories, but I think I'm done with doing my piercings, like stories and info. Now I'm gonna be moving into tattoos because I've been getting a lot of questions about my tattoos. Where are they? How many I have? What do they mean? Etc. So yeah, I just came from the movies. I saw One Love. And I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it was a good movie. I'm gonna say that. I felt like it went too deep into his like personal life and not really about like his music, and I feel like people really wanted to know like how his music career started. So I don't know how I feel about it. I don't really know. But let's get started, shall we? My name is Marcy. Subscribe, like, comment, share, do everything you need to make this channel a little bit bigger and better. Okay, so first question. I think I'm gonna do only 10 because some of these are you know, a little bit too, I have to go into detail, so you know, I don't want to make a 35-minute video. You know, I like to keep them kind of short. So first one, have you ever had a client make a move on you? Yes. I've actually had 2 clients make a move on me. So if you guys didn't know, I clean houses for a living. It's a business me and my mom have. And the first time it happened, it was so weird. So I was, in the moment of when this happened, I was dating my ex-husband. We were like almost a year in, I want to say. I don't really remember, but I think we were pretty like serious and all that stuff, so that's why he was my boyfriend. But I had a client ask me, he was going through a divorce and his life was kind of like crumbling down. It was rough, I'm not gonna lie, but he asked me if I would date anyone older, and obviously at the time I was only like what, 20, what, let me see, 24, 25, I want to say. So obviously I've never dated anyone older than me. I've always dated either my age or like, you know, no more than 3 or 4 years older than me. So, and I was in my mid-20s. He was about to be 50. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't really remember his age, but I just remember he was a lot older. He also had kids. He was just freshly like getting a divorce, and I felt like, you know, because I saw my mom go through a divorce, and you kind of get very like lonely, and you're like, my world is falling apart. And I felt like he was very weak, and even though I was not attracted to him at all, he was very, very different from what I've dated. He was really into politics and all that stuff, and I'm not into that. Like, I'm just more of like, you know, peace and love, and you know, I mean, I do have my opinion on politics, but I don't go deep into it, you know, like I'm not like a hardcore public, you know, politic person. I kind of just say my piece and then that's it, you know. I'm like, you have your opinion, I have mine. Peace out, you know. And he was more into like really out there, super political, and that was a turnoff for me. And also he was just, I don't know, he just gave me that like very like gets angry fast and etc. So I don't like people like that because my dad was like that. So I try to avoid people that are very like, you know. I hope that makes sense. It was very awkward, the whole situation. He wasn't really my client, but I took care of his kids for a little bit. So it just made the whole situation even more weirder. and awkward for me, just because like I took care of his kids and like I knew his wife and like I knew his mom because we cleaned his mom's house. It was just a weird situation. But anyways, I had taken care of the kids for him one night while he was separated, you know, most likely about to get divorced. And he asked me if I wasn't two older guys. And I just was like, I'm in a relationship, bro. And he just said, like, you deserve better, which he was right. But it was just a weird situation. I just remember getting my car keys and getting my wallet and saying, okay, bye. And then I never took care of the kids ever again. We still saw each other here and there because I would clean his mom's house, and at some point he was living with his mom. But yeah, awkward. The second time it happened, this was an actual like regular client of mine, a weekly client, and I felt like he was kind of talking to me a little bit more than the regular, and he also had just ended a relationship, and he like was like, hey, you know, you single? And I'm like, I was married when this happened. I was like, whoa, what? And also not a guy I would date. I don't know him that personally. I mean, I just know from what I can see, he's a workaholic. And also he just gives me kind of weird vibes, you guys. I then later found out some crazy things about him that I'm not going to share on here, but I found out some crazy shit about him where I'm just like, he should not be dating anybody. But he's now getting married and he has a baby, so I'm glad it wasn't me. But yeah, I've had 2 clients to make a move on me, and it hasn't happened ever since the second one. So moving on, do you duck balls? I think it's meant to say suck balls. I mean, anything sexual is always gonna be for me a maybe, and here's why. Because each and every one of us are very, very different. Meaning, what I like sexually, obviously not every single person on the planet is gonna like the things that I like sexually. Meaning, when it comes to sexual stuff, I feel like I have to meet my partner in the middle. So if he's into that, he is, he keeps everything clean down there, why not, But some guys are just not into that. So it just depends. If it turns him on and he keeps everything nice and clean down there, why not? Do you have OnlyFans? No, and I don't think I will ever do OnlyFans. I think OnlyFans is for certain people, and that's just not me. And I know a lot of people are like, it's not every video and everyone's page, not everyone's profile page, whatever. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. I made a profile and I closed it real quick. I wanted to investigate, just like I've done everything that I've done in my life. I investigate. I do my research. I made an account. I didn't put my picture, and I did not put my actual name. I put like random ass shit as my username. I wasn't attracted to it. You know how like there's certain apps where you just like, oh, like Instagram, you just get on in the morning. And it was an app that I was just like, no. Nothing really. I feel like the app is just complicated. I don't know if I'm describing it right, but I feel like it's just not for me. Certain people can, have the body for that. I don't. And this is the way I see it. I eventually am gonna date somebody or somebody's, maybe I'll date around at one point. But I feel like if that gets to the point of my life where I do date somebody and I meet somebody great, I think it's completely disrespectful for him, his friends, family members, co-workers, etc. can just go to this website, pay to see me naked, you know? It's just a little weird for me. And I feel like, you know, I'm already doing so much on social media. Like, my pictures on Instagram are pretty out there. I'm not really showing everything, but obviously I'm like showing my tits and stuff like that. So I feel like that for me is enough. And I feel like I need to give something good to the person who may be my future partner. So I don't think it's made for me. I don't judge the people who do it. Props to them. They have more balls and confidence than I do, because honestly I just don't have the time, and two, it's just not something I'm interested in. I would have to be dead ass broke, like I need money today to do that. Thankfully I've never had to live that experience. I mean, obviously I've been broke before, but like to the point where like I have no income coming in the future, as in like I have a job, I just wasn't responsible with my money and I spent it all. I'm talking about like if I don't have any type of income coming to me and it's been weeks and bills need to be paid, and this is the only option I have, I would do it. But it's just not made for me at this moment. I don't think it will ever, unless I go through this like financial crisis type of situation, then yes. But other than that, I don't really see the reason why. I know people are like, oh, financially, like blah, blah, blah. But like, here's what I learned years ago. I believe I was in high school when a teacher told the class, like, you make easy money, money leaves you fast. Meaning you get cash fast, you're gonna spend it fast. If you work hard for your money, you're not gonna spend it as much because you had to work really hard for that paycheck. So I've always lived my life that way. I've never like, you know, I've never liked making easy money, you know? That's why I think it's weird for me to ask like my partner, like my ex-husband, like money. It's like, you know, like it was really weird for me to do that. I never really truly did it. I mean, he even confessed, like, you never asked me for anything. It just doesn't come natural to me. So yeah, there you go. So I don't think it's ever gonna happen. Moving on, how is sex life after a divorce? My experience at sex after divorce has been honestly horrible, to tell you the truth. I'm not gonna even lie. The first time it was about, it's funny how I always say it was about, it never happened, but it was like, I went to this dude's house, we had been talking, we knew each other from high school or middle school, I don't really remember, but I remember we knew each other because of school, and then he moved. He moved because the boy did not have enough credit to graduate and had to go to a different school to get the credit or something like that. We had been on a few dates. We had kissed, and that was something that we did when we started talking the first time. So this is the second time we were talking. He says that I gave him a blowjob like the first time we started talking again. Y'all, I don't remember this blowjob happening. So that says a lot. So I asked him, I was like, was I even good? And he was like, yeah, you're good. And then you kind of just stopped. And I was like, yeah, because I don't fucking remember the shit happening, but okay, at least you had a good time. And so I felt like we were more mature this time, and we were also just like, he had been married and divorced, I had been married and divorced, so I felt like we were just more mature. But y'all, let me tell you, this dude, like, I don't know if he had like, I don't know, I don't know, and I'm scratching my head because every time I talk about this topic, it's like the situation for me, it has been horrible, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because guys see me and they're like, holy shit, I can't control this bitch when it comes to sex, or they realize that I am more of what they actually thought I was, and now they're freaking out. And so I don't know, but anyways, I'll tell you guys a story real quick. So we had been on a few dates. I want to say about like 5. I want to say they were great dates. I don't really see that, like, I didn't see him like being a boyfriend. He gave me very fuckboy vibes, and I just wanted to suck his dick and have a good time with his dick, and I wasn't interested in like meeting, what I like to say, knowing the family tree. I wasn't trying to do that, I was just trying to just get some action and then be like, see you next time when this happens, and I told him that's what I wanted, and he just, it's funny, men love to tell me what they would do if I was in front of them, and then they have me in front of them and they just don't do shit. So I went over to his place. I was there for almost 2 hours, and all we freaking did was make out, and he was on the phone the whole time. It was just weird. It was just a weird situation. And then I was just like, I ain't interested anymore. I'm not even interested in meeting your dick. Because I don't remember how the dick looked like, because I'm pretty sure I never gave him a blowjob. Because I remember the blowjobs I give. I didn't give that many. Okay, and the second time I told the story, it's the cowboy, cowgirl, whatever, last year, where, same situation, but we just went on one date. We got to the point, and then I got there the first time and nothing happened. All we did was freaking talk for 2 hours, and then the second time I went, it was starting to become a conversation of 2 hours, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to fucking know your feelings. I don't want to know about your feelings and your family tree. I just want your dick. And then I saw the dick, and I wasn't impressed. I was like, you're smaller than my hand. And I have small hands, by the way, people. I have teeny fucking hands, okay? Like, teeny hands, okay? Teeny hands. But you know what? Don't judge the size. It could fool you. But I just felt like it was the same situation. It's like he didn't know what to fucking do. And he was also those guys that was like, oh, when your ass is in front of me, I'm gonna do this. And y'all, it happened. Nothing happened though. Like, he couldn't even go in me because he was done by the time he was in me. Well, by the time he tried to be in me. There we go. But anyways, moving on. So sex life for me has been horrible after divorce. I have not been sexually active, technically. I mean, and honestly, at this point, I'm not really interested either at being sexually active. I'm kind of just like, you know what? I'm just going to sit here patiently waiting for a good dick to come into my life. And I'm not just going to pressure a dick to be in my life, So there you go. That's your little mini stories of my sex life. Future piercings. Well, I do want to get my 1, 2, 3. You can't see them because I had to get an x-ray and I had to take these earrings out. But I have 3 earlobe piercings. I'm planning on getting number 4. And then either like just more stuff on my ear, to tell you the truth. I think I'm done with anything else on my face. Or I was kind of thinking about getting a piercing in there, but I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I have not been sexually active, so what will be the point? Like, dude's gonna be like, ooh, your cookie, ooh, it has bling, I don't know. It's a maybe. It's a maybe, but it could happen. You know, I'm one of those people that just does shit out of the blue. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't really plan my piercings. They kind of just are like, ooh, today I feel like getting da 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 da. But I haven't really been feeling that at the moment. I do want to get my earlobes done. So I may do that. I don't know when. If I do get that done, I will take you along with me. You guys get to meet Heather. And then I probably will ask her about down there, like, you know, the healing and all that shit, because I kind of don't want to do research, so I'm just gonna ask her. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just more earrings, ear piercings. There we go. Speak, girl. I've been told that I should most likely get the what is it, speltum? I can never say that freaking word, but the one that looks like the bull or whatever. Here's the thing, okay? It's a nice piercing. I'm not gonna lie. Do I like it? Yes. Do I want it? Yes. But I feel like my nose is this weird shape, like not shape, weird size. There we go. It's fat, but it's also small. So my nostril is not big enough. I feel like for me to have so much going on, and I feel like 2 nostrils is perfect. I am maybe thinking of considering of putting, like, you know, a little bit of higher up. Let me show you. So like, you know, it's right there. Maybe do like a little bit higher up. I'm not sure. I need to ask Heather if I can do that, you know, like if I have the space. And I think that would be it. I don't think I'll do any more piercings. But yeah, there you go. It may happen this year. It may happen next year. I don't really fucking know. With piercings, I'm more not like really planned out. It kind of just happens like, ooh, that looks like a nice piercing. And then I'm like, ooh, I should probably get that today. But tattoos are more of like, I plan them out. Unless they're flash tattoos. So like, unless the shop is like, oh, we're doing flash and they have like a sale or something. Like I just did that and I got 3 new tattoos. I haven't told my mom yet. But piercings for me are more like spare at the moment. Let's go get stabbed in somewhere. Would you get plastic surgery? Yes. So I am planning hopefully this year to get one surgery that I've been wanting to get for a very, very long time. It's all gonna depend on a few things. I'm not gonna go into details, but so let me move my hair. The reason why you probably guys never see me with a tank top is because I have like extra fat on this armpit. It's disgusting, I know. And I want to get it removed because I don't have it on this side. It's just on this side. I used to be really big, I'm not gonna lie, and I lost weight, and my whole life I've gained weight, lost weight, and this is an area that never, I can do exercise, I can eat right, it just never goes down. So at one point doctors told me that it could be a 3rd breast, and then it ended up not being a 3rd breast. They just said it's just fat, super stubborn fat that you could either get removed, get laser removed, like, you know, like the laser that burns your fat. But I heard that shit is painful as fuck, and I'm like, I'd rather just them chop it off and, you know, call it a day. So that's something that I've looked into before. Maybe get a Brazilian butt lift just because, let me go into details. I have big boobies, but I don't have the ass to go with my big boobies, and I'm not trying to be no Miss Kim K, you know, that's too much. It's too much. I just want something that looks great with my figure, you know, like, you know, I got big boobies and I get a little, you know, good ass to look at. I'm not saying my ass is like flat or anything. It's just, I feel like it could be a little bit more like boof, you know, just a little bit more volume. That's it. And for the longest I wanted to get bigger boobs, but I think I'm gonna pass on that one. I think I like my boobies, and you know, but those are two things that I'm planning on getting. When, I don't know, maybe this situation, this is why I always, like, when I wear my lingerie, I'm like always making sure that this side is covered, because it just looks kind of weird. Like I remember when I used to shop at Victoria's Secret, they would be like, oh, is your bra too tight? I'm like, no, it's just extra fat that just doesn't want to fucking leave. It's stubborn as fuck. But yeah, those are two surgeries I've actually considered getting done. For a minute, I thought about getting weight loss surgery, but I think I'm not like at that size to be like, you need to get that type of surgery. But yeah, I'm open to surgeries. I do get Botox. If you guys didn't know, now you guys know. I suffer from migraines, so I've been getting Botox since I was like 30, I believe. I believe 30 is the time where migraines started to kind of affect me a little bit more, and they were coming a little bit more frequently. So my doctor recommended Botox to relax the muscle, and it has been amazing. I've noticed that I just get very, very light migraines. Like the sun doesn't affect me, music doesn't affect me. It feels like this part of my head is like boom, but like, yeah, migraines are horrible. But I've realized that since getting Botox, I don't get it that often, believe it or not. I get it like once a year. I was gonna say once a month, but that's too much. But once a year I get it, just because it does really truly help with my muscles on my freaking head. I also get fillers on my lip. The reason why I do that is because I'm one of the girls that had really, really lower lips and very small upper lips, so I wanted to just even it out. And also I had really wrinkly lips, and I didn't like it. And then it was really funny because my bottom lips were wrinkly but my top weren't because of the filler. So then I just got like a little bit just to the bottom, just to smooth out the surface. But that's pretty much all I've done on my face. That's it, just my forehead and my my face itches. When I have makeup, I'll just go like this. But that's it. How old are Ace and Diamond? I believe Ace is 6 now. 6, I believe. He just turned 6. His birthday is in December. And then Diamond is, I believe, 4 or 5. They're either 1 or 2 years apart. Y'all, I don't remember, okay? I'm like the worst dog mom. I don't remember their birthdays just because, I don't know. I just don't freaking know, okay? I'm just like, every day's your birthday, y'all, too, because I be spoiling them dogs. They're not with me. They're with their dad. But I spoil them. Like, y'all don't know. I heat their freaking food every day. Like, that's how it's freaking spoiled. And Ace looks at me like, my food ain't heated. You think I'm gonna eat this, bitch? No. Like, yes. He looks at me like, you better do shit right, or I'm just gonna look at you until you do it right. Because he has that attitude. Okay, last question. I'm gonna stop it at question number 9. Best, oh, wrong one. How is dating? I've only been on 2 dates with 2 different guys. So the two guys that I was telling you about, like, that I kind of like was somewhat being sexually active with, which never happened. So the first guy, we went on about 5 to 6 dates. This second dude, we only went on 1 date, and I was like, no, bro, you're wasting my time. You're wasting your time. You clearly need to get over your ex, and that's not my job. I'm not here. And you know what I realized? People come to me, like to help them get over their ex. And I'm like, let me tell you, Virgos, I'm a Virgo, okay? I feel like I'm like half Virgo, half Scorpio, because I was premature baby, so I was born in September, but I was supposed to be born in December, and I feel like I'm like half and half, because I'm a total bitch, okay? I'm like 100% that bitch. People come to us as Virgos because we have our, I mean, we don't have our life figured out, but, you know, we say how it is. We don't give a shit, right? Okay. But I feel like people come, like, whatever sex you date, come to us because they think we're gonna heal them. And I'm like, bro, my ass ain't Jesus. I cannot help you with your problems, bro. You have to, that's why my ass is just like when people, y'all, I'm a total bitch. I know I am, but you know what? I have many reasons to be a bitch. But anyways, there was this guy that I was, I mean, yeah, we were talking, not like that, but like more of like friend type of shit, whatever. And I'm like, he would call me every day to tell me the same shit my ex-girlfriend. And I'm like, bro, you know what I would tell him? Move on, bro. Close the chapter, open a new one. It's that easy. Is that like, come on, bro. I'm not here to be your free therapist, okay? They're out there. Therapists are out there. You can pay them to tell you the same shit that I'm probably going to tell you. But you know what I've learned? You guys don't want to know what I've learned in my 32 years of living? I give really great advice. I don't care if you're my sister, which I don't have any sisters. I don't care if you're my sister, my next door neighbor, my best friend for 10 years, my best friend for 20 years. I'm going to treat you the fucking same. You come for me for advice, I'm going to be like, I'm going to put what me and you are to the side, and I'm going to be blunt with you. It's going to hurt. I'm going to rip that freaking Band-Aid off. But if I don't tell you, no one is. And I'd rather be the bitch that tells you the truth. And have I lost friends about that? Yes. Have I walked away? Because you know what? I gave the same freaking advice to the same fucking people. Like, leave the pendejo. He cheated on you. He's going to keep cheating on you. He hit you. He's going to keep hitting you. Like, I'm like, bro. People, like, sometimes a bitch gotta just be like, I gotta step out from this one. Bye. Nice knowing you. I don't care about a freaking 10-year friendship. I gotta bounce because you ain't learning your shit, and I'm not gonna hear the same bullshit over and over again. Anyways, I need to move on. Bye bye. Peace out. I'll come back for part 3 of question. Oh my god, what is wrong with you? See, I'm like now all over the place because I'm irritated, but I will be back. I believe we're gonna start our journey of tattoos, how I got into them, blah blah blah. How was my first tattoo? What is my first tattoo? What did I get done? But that's it for this one. Peace out, take care, and